Good evening and welcome to the Indie Voice Show, where artists can listen, learn, and grow with knowledge empowering success. And now, here is your host, singer, songwriter, entrepreneur, Miss Wendy Hicks.
Hey, I knew you was a songwriter.
What do you mean you didn't know?
No, I knew you was a songwriter.
Okay, hey.
I got a song for you to write.
Hello, world.
Hey, y'all, what's up?
Welcome to Indie Voice with your host, Wendy Hicks. And we've got my host here, Mr. Kevin Kojo Prince. Woo! It's been a while. It's been a while. Thank you guys for joining. I tell you, I am so pumped up. I'm excited. I'm so happy to see you.
I'm happy to see you after a long vacation. we were out of town.
I
And
know.
we were almost in the same area.
I know.
Right?
I know.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
So I wasn't really doing any music work out of town.
Right.
But I was working.
Well, okay.
I was working.
I understand. That's right. You gotta do what
I
you
don't
gotta
need to tell
do.
you what I was doing, but I was working.
I believe.
And I was making money,
all right.
which is important.
That's right.
in my world.
You got that right. I feel you on that. So I'm really excited about today's show because we have Strength and Power in the house. Well, we have
They are here.
2/3 of Strength and Power, and we're gonna, get a chance. Thank
We're gonna
you so much.
have Ivan call in.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, he's going to call in, and we're going to be able to have all three of them together, at least one on the phone,
Yes, and did I mention that they are like DC's funk band?
Oh, yeah.
Bringing funk back.
Well, their whole motto is, make it funky. We make it funky.
Yeah, so we want to talk about
And they do.
We've got a lot of things to talk about for today's topic. One is, in terms of with bands, like how do you stay together and how do you come back after, taking a little hiatus?
Yeah.
Their song "Overseas You Were Made for Lovin'" is topping the charts still, and we want to know, who collabed with them on that and how the idea for the song came about. We've got quite a bit to cover today, and I'm really excited. So we're gonna have Strength and Power come up in a few minutes, but first you had some things you wanted to talk about.
Well, I can say, you had mentioned about them keeping, staying together and, kind of, falling apart a little bit, but just sort of, I'm sure they were still brothers and doing their thing.
Yes.
Probably, life gets in the way, of
Yes.
course, and things happen, but, I can attest to staying together for a long time because my group, Spur of the Moment, we've been together over 30 years.
Yes. You guys are almost
seemed
like the
like-
mint condition of DC, right?
Yeah, well,
mint
right.
condition's been together forever.
I've been actually exaggerated. It's not 30 years. It's been about 28 years.
Still, that's
Which is-
close. That's close. I don't know the statistics on mint condition, but I mean you guys are neck and neck with
We
them.
were out before them. Thank you.
All right now, but see, we don't
Yeah.
see that too often. So I'd like to know, maybe they can share some secrets, some tips, and they have some things that are working for them in terms of their formula for working with another band when they have their live performances. So I want to know more about how that's been working for them and what made that idea come about, because it's actually a very good idea.
Yeah. And speaking on bands and groups, it's really hard to keep guys together. You have some guys that just have, one guy may have an ego and be like, okay, I'm doing, I want to do my own little solo project. One thing that happened with us, and I was to say Spur of the Moment, because that's what I experienced, is we had one of our members, Brian Lanier, he left kind of early in the game. And we were like halfway through our, 30 years or so. And he decided he wanted to go solo. We were like, hey, do your thing.
Right.
It wasn't, and we were all of us were kind of like, oh, Lord. Because Brian is like the front guy. He was one of the front guys in the band. So we were like, oh, okay, it's going to rock us a little bit. But, we kept it rolling. But Brian still was able to do his thing. He was still able to come back and play with us. So we, one thing we learned is that if you're going to do your own thing, that's fine. But just don't forget where you come from.
Right.
And, and people outside of Spur of the Moment would say, oh, I don't know. Brian, I don't know if y'all going to survive. Brian, in so many words they were saying, I don't know if y'all going to survive because Brian is, he's the guy, and, we really like with Brian in the band there. I don't know about anybody else, but it worked out.
Yeah, and it does. It always does.
It does. Hey, I can tell you that it's all about, and if they want to do their own thing, that's fine. Right. Support them, you know, and eventually they'll come back. And we'll just all be one big happy family. And at times where Brian will call me for a gig, you know, or call Wayne, or call whoever, you know, to play. And it's Brian just went on the cruise with us, you know, and Kenny and all of, you know, we still,
had to bring
you know.
The cruise up. You know what? I just can't seem to get away. You had to bring that up again, right?
I'm so sorry.
I thought we were past that.
Please forgive me. I'm sorry.
You know, the cruise that I didn't go on that, you know, he seems to, you know, remind me of from time to time. Well, but we're going to definitely, you know, I really want to talk more about this whole, as far as the band concept. Got to get that in. And before we go to the next segment where we kind of talk about some of the things that are happening in the entertainment world, some entertainment news, before I forget, we want to stress the importance. Sponsors!
Yes.
We need sponsors.
We're going to have a telethon.
Yeah, really? Okay.
No, that just popped out of my brain. No, we're not going to have a telethon right now. But we do need sponsors. So if you guys are interested in supporting what we're doing,
yes,
we would love to get you to sponsor us and sponsor this whole movement, indie soul, indie voice movement.
Yes.
And because we want to bring this thing to a whole nother level.
Absolutely.
You know, so we would love your money.
Yes, and that means that we need you to tell your friends about the show.
Yeah.
You know, share the videos. Yeah. You know, let's just, you know, keep it going. And also, you know, there are a lot of things that are happening in the D.C. metropolitan area that folks just don't know about. So if you know who's doing what, that will help the other artists, all the artists in the area, and then build the fan base, and then we'll all, you know, get a chance to know who's doing what. Right.
And I want to, and, you know, we used to have the Whammies. They came back.
Yes.
Actually, Whammies came back. I think someone else was running. I don't know who's running yet. I'm going to research.
Going?
I'm not going to go, but we got to congratulate Blaze.
Yes.
For winning 2. I believe she won 2.
Really?
Yeah, where's our buzzer?
Where's our buzzer? Go ahead, keep it going.
Bam! I just want to congratulate her for winning 2. I believe 2 in 2 categories.
Right.
Blaze. No, that's not it. All right, that's okay. That's okay. We're good. Okay. Yeah, get a shaker or something. You know, that'd be cool.
We used to have claps and everything else, but we don't have any of
that's
that
all right.
anymore.
Yeah, but Blaze, she won, and whoever. And I didn't actually look at all of the winners, but DC Whammies is back, y'all, and we need to really support this thing. And you know, this is what I'm talking about. We need to all support each other, however we can. If we can come up with what we talked about, a top 10, top 20, a countdown, or some type of thing where we can work on what we had talked about, you know, doing.
Right.
that
It starts
kind of
with
stuff.
you sending music. We need you to send out music.
I mean, it's, you know, all that. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to get to that point. But right now, we want to. We got a video to play, right? We're going to do that.
Oh, you want to do that now?
Yeah, let's do it now.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna do the the Have You Heard segment.
Have you heard?
And this artist has been on the show before, and she's coming back out of Richmond. She is an inspirational singer, inspirational gospel, a really wonderful spirit. And she has a video out, her latest, called Shine.
What's her name?
Her name is Krista Dianu.
Krista Dianu.
Yes.
From Richmond, Virginia.
From Richmond, Virginia.
All right.
So check
we like it.
I see you trying to dim my light. Okay, so you wanna fight. Did you forget I already won? Bring it on. I see you trying to bring me down, as if you have all the power. Did you forget who it belongs to? I don't care if you say that I'm strange. When you stand for what's right, you are a light in the darkness. And I don't care if you say that I'm alone. You thought I ain't alone. I'm a part of the army. Shine that light, 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 let it shine before men. Represent your Father in heaven. Shine that light, 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 let it shine on 1,000 that sometimes I blow your mind. How am I so fearless? Why don't I have any doubt? I know the ruler of all has my back. He never let me down. I know he never will. I don't care if you say that I'm strange. When you stand for what's right, you are a light in the darkness. I don't care if you say that I'm alone. You thought I ain't alone. I'm a part of the army. Shine that light, 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 let it shine. Let it shine before men. Represent your Father in heaven. Shine that light, 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 let it shine on 1,000 hills for all the world to see. Lift him up, 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 up. Lift him up, 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 up. Lift him up, 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 up. Lift him up, higher, higher. Lift him up, higher. Lift his name higher, 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 shine your shine light, 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 let it shine before men. Represent your Father in heaven. Represent your Father. Shine light, 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 let it shine on 1,000 hills for all the world to see. Let all the world see. Shine light, 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 let it shine before men. Represent your Father in heaven. Shine that light, 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 let it shine on 1,000 hills for all the world to see. Shine that light, 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 let it shine before men. Represent your Father in heaven. Yeah, yeah, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Yeah. Woo. Nice video. Nice.
Yes. Oh,
Let it shine.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she'll be joining us within the next few weeks.
Oh,
Great,
awesome,
like I said,
awesome.
great spirit. Wonderful person, and she's doing a lot in the Richmond area.
All right.
And wants to, come here in DC and, take DC by storm. So we welcome her. So again, that was Krista.
And look who appeared.
Yeah, it's magic.
Wow.
Hey.
See how we do?
Ta-da!
Just like that, guys.
We have strength and
Strength
power.
and power, yeah.
2/3 of
Hey,
strength
what's
and
happening,
power.
y'all?
We have Kevin and Yaya.
What's going on, y'all?
Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Look, you even got the funk hat. Look, got it tilted to
Apple
the
scrap.
side.
Apple scrap. They call it apple scrap. Is that what they call it?
I heard that today.
Yes, so welcome and thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you for having us. Really appreciate it.
Before we go into the interview, Kevin has some things he wanted to talk about with what in the world is going on in the entertainment industry with with your boy
Jesse.
Yes.
Okay, I want to make sure I'm saying this right. And I hear it. It's Jesse or Jessup?
Jesse Smollett.
Jesse Smollett.
Jesse, yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I was saying it right. So I understand that. It's over this past week he was indicted for 16 counts, and I can't go over all the counts, but I know that's pretty serious, you know. And I don't know if what went down really went down, because I wasn't there, but at the same time, he's still saying that he is not guilty, or
Right. He's holding on.
he's holding on, and the police department said they had facts, everything is laid out. So I'm trying to figure out what is what,
Right.
But I just I just feel like if you're gonna be, you know, like if someone like if that's something like that would happen to me, I don't even know if I could really come out and say, you know, that if I know the facts are there, I'm just not going to continue to
Tell that lie.
I don't know what's going on with his head and what's happening with that. So I just pray for the brother, you know, make sure that whatever's going on with him, that he's and he's still my understanding, he's still on the show.
No, he happened to be on this last episode this week because they recorded that a while ago.
Right.
But now I'm hearing they're trying to decide: are they going to will he be replaced? Are they going to end the show altogether? I mean, you know, it's touch and go. You think they're going to end the show, Kevin? Yeah, you know, it's unfortunate, but I tell you, you know, people
they're going to end the show
forgiving.
for this season, not for.
They might just cut it. But I mean, so I think that if he is guilty, just, you know, admit it and apologize. You made a mistake. We all make mistakes. You know, and look at this whole big college scam thing that's going on. You know, that's a whole nother issue. But it's like you've got all of these things going on.
Right,
and if you just say, you know what, I did it, and this is why I did it. It was a bad judgment call. You know, in time, it will go away. But you just keep, you know, adding fuel to the fire. By
it's so much going on now. I mean, even with our president, you know, and this situation happened in Venezuela. Mm-hmm. Was it Venezuela? It was not Venezuela, New Zealand. Mm-hmm. And man, it's just Venezuela as well. I mean, Venezuela is bad as well, but New Zealand just happened. 46 people were murdered. Mm-hmm. 49 Christian. It's a Christian. What was it called? Christian. Synagogue. And I just.
No, synagogue. No, it's a mosque.
Well, Muslims. I'll say Muslims. And you know, what's going on in our world today? I mean, there's so much going on with the scam with the colleges, and it's like everywhere you turn, it's like, what is going on? I've never heard this many events going on. I mean, negative things going on at one time. It's like really bad. So we just got to pray for the families and those people that are going through this thing, and I just pray to God that it doesn't happen here. You know.
Mm-hmm. Right. And then what about with R. Kelly?
R. Kelly?
What do you think about your boy?
Well, R. Kelly, you know, for me, R. Kelly, you know, and I saw the video, and I understand. I understand that, you know, his life is in front of him right now.
My goodness, yes.
It's not looking good for R. Kelly, and but again, you're innocent till proven guilty. Mm-hmm. And we have to see, you know, what's going on. And I want people to understand that, you know, because we see it on TV and we see all the negative side of things with he's still innocent, y'all, right now until proven guilty. Now, I wasn't there in what he was doing and what was happening. Mm-hmm. And if he was doing wrong, he needs to pay the price.
Absolutely. But here's the lingering question, though. I mean, do you separate the music from the man? Like, do you still support his music despite what he did?
I think supporting the music, you know, allows him to be able to still, of course, pay his bills, and I think that's important. I think that's a great question, because I believe you should still support his music, because he's a musician and a producer and all that, and it has nothing to do with some of the other stuff that he's accused of. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But people have to, you know, feel like they're getting some type of justice. Mm-hmm. And I think, you know, they have to, you know, feel like they need to take care. And also, you got to understand, radio sponsorship, you know, they look at it like, okay, you know, well, you're playing his music, and that means you're supporting everything he's doing. Of course, you know, that might not be the case, but it's all about money too, you know. Kevin, what do you think, man, about the R. Kelly situation?
I think he's messing his money up.
Okay.
Seems like there's been plenty of video that shows that it's him.
Right.
And
but did we? I know we saw video. But
way back in the day.
Way back in the day. But I mean, what all this other stuff? I'm not. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not, I'm not defending him. I just want to know where's all this coming from, now.
Yeah, why
And it's
now?
the Me Too movement has a lot to do with it too, because now, women have, not just women, but people have an opportunity to be able to express their and now be heard, which I totally get. But I'm sorry, man, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh no, I was just saying that if there was new video. They were talking about new video that's shown up. I don't want to see it. I have 2 daughters and a granddaughter, and I can't even tell you how I'd react if my daughter was in that video.
Right.
I if it is him, I'm just gonna say but if it's him, I can't support it ever again.
As a producer and as just
As
anything.
Anything.
Okay.
I wouldn't go out and do any of his songs at a show.
Right.
I'd be done.
Right. I don't know if I would support a show, but it was. I know D.L. Hughley was on Wendy Williams last week.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, and one of the things he said, which it made me think. He's like, we still sing the national anthem, and so it's like it kind of puts some things into perspective.
Wow, that's really good point.
Yeah.
So
wow.
Yeah, think about that.
Think
It's
about
like things
that.
that make you go,
That's a really good point.
So
what you think about Yaya? About the R. Kelly and all the stuff that's going on this world?
One thing, I think there's way too many Kevins up in here.
Okay.
I can't. When y'all say Kevin, I'll be like, which one?
Okay. KP.
Yeah. So I think when we look at situations like this, the thing is to be as objective as humanly possible without casting judgment. We heard about a video about R. Kelly a long time ago.
right.
But we all supported him. I think the big issue is with black folks in particular is that R. Kelly's music has become part of the fabric of our culture, and we identify with our culture. So to throw R. Kelly under the bus is almost like throwing a piece of who we are under the bus, through the bus, through the window, whatever. And so I think that's the difficulty that we have with a R. Kelly, with a Bill Cosby. They've become a part of how we identify ourselves as black folks. But the reality is, he was in the video, screwing.
We all saw it.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, and it's something. Several years ago, I had the opportunity to meet him. I think I was way out of his age range, but but one of the things that was interesting was they had this after party for him. He was doing a tour, and it was in St. Louis, and they had these strippers in the VIP section, and he was adamant about not having any part of it. Like, he was like, if you don't get rid of those strippers, I'm leaving. And so it's like, if it was something, I don't support what he did at all. And again, if it was something that happened a long, long time ago that he got past, everybody knew about it, everybody was shocked about it, and everybody, moved on.
Right.
And now again, like you said, why now?
Right.
So it's like, what is causing this? Now, if there is a video that was released that was current, okay, that's a whole nother beast. But if not, it's like, why is this happening?
Right.
I don't know. I would still listen to his music. I'm not gonna turn it off when it comes on. But
you got Michael Jackson. They got the Michael Jackson
Yes.
documentary
God,
that's
yes.
happening. That came out. Of course, back in the day, when we were watching him go through the trial and all that stuff, nothing happened while he was living. Now he's dead. Now they're coming back again with something.
Yeah.
Again, I'm just, I want to see justice done, but I don't know if these people, I don't know if some of these people are just, and again, it's I've never been a victim of that, so I can't really totally speak on it. All I can say is that if you need, to get help on whatever is happening to you in the past, then that's great. Do what you got to do. But when it comes to the entertainment world and everything, nobody has excuse. There's no excuse for anybody to do anything like that.
Right.
I definitely don't condone that. But I think that with Michael Jackson, he can't defend himself.
Right.
Now, but at the same, he can't, and I don't think it's going to have the same impact as the R. Kelly situation because he's not here and he can't defend himself. Right. But we still listen to his music. Yeah. And most people say that it happened with some of these boys. Mm-hmm. You know. Yeah, I mean, we got to pray, y'all. Yeah,
definitely. That's the bottom line. And so we could talk all day about the things that are going on in the world, especially in the entertainment world. I'm sure we'll have more to talk about next week. Yeah. But we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to come back and learn more about Strength and Power.
What's up, everybody? This is Chico D. Bars, and you're tuned in to Indie Voice.
What's up? Woo-woo. We're back, y'all.
Again, we have Strength and Power. So, Strength and Power is an energetic funk and R&B band that knows how to get the people up and dancing. And I like to add to that, had a great time celebrating, bringing in the new year with you guys.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, it was a lot of fun.
And thank you for hitting with us, Ken. You always keep us funky.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so Strength and Power is the rebirth of a band that was started nearly 40 years ago in Southeast Washington and was the brainchild of Ivan Rush, who will be joining us on the call in about 30 seconds. Strength and Power is currently working with Ambience, a group of highly skilled musicians who provide the musical backdrop for the high energy stage show. You guys have played the Petersburg Festival, the annual senior picnic. You've been at Blue Dolphin, some of the local area venues, doing a lot of private events. You've been at Blues Alley. So you guys have been doing it all, huh?
Trying to stay busy, looking for more.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Again, and when you say funk, definitely funk. I really like your repertoire of music. How in the world do you guys even come up with song selection?
If it's funky,
we just
play.
Yeah. Yes. And they not only sing and harmonize, they dance too.
All right.
They put it all together, y'all. I'm telling you, it's a great show. You got to see it.
Yes, we have Ivan. Ivan is on the line now. Hey, Ivan.
Ivan, can you hear?
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, Ivan?
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
I'm just sitting here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, you're in Atlanta.
On the radio.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
Glad to join you, Jack. Glad for you to join us as well.
Glad to have you.
All right, man.
So let's talk about the group formed over 40 years ago. So why the hiatus? Did you just decide that you wanted to take a break from it? Did life happen and you needed to step away? What caused you to stop?
Wow. Strength and Power goes back to, well, let me put it to you like this. I'm 62 years old. Strength and Power was formed when I was 14 years old.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It was a 7-piece group. I was the lead singer, and it was weird because we all pitched in a name for the group, and mine wound up being the one that stuck.
Oh, wow.
So that's where Strength and Power originally comes from, Southeast DC.
Southeast DC. Awesome.
Southeast DC.
So you said 14, you were 14, so that was over 20 years ago. Ivan. Awesome, man.
I wish.
Awesome.
So, we sometimes have artists that come on the show that have taken a break from music and trying to find ways to get reacclimated back into music. So for you, how did you guys pick up where you left off?
We once were.
Well,
you want to go, Ivan?
Let me jump in on this one.
Go ahead.
Strength and Power broke up when I was about 19, 20 some years old. I went into the Navy, and once I left my guys, they were about the neighborhood and still doing their music. But I went to the Navy because I wanted to do something for my daughter. I had a daughter. So when I did my 4 years in the Navy and got out of the Navy, they really weren't doing too much, so life happened, and I was just working at GW, and I met Kevin and Yaya at GW in 1992.
Wow.
Something like that. Yeah.
And they had a group called Jam 101.
Right.
So I joined Jam 101 with them. It was a singing group. It was new to me because I never sang in a group. I was always the lead singer of my group, my band. So they took me on a little trip to New York Apollo, and we did the Apollo and all that great stuff. So about 2 years. That lasted for about 2-3 years. We broke up, and life happened for another 15 or so years. At that point, I was getting back into the music, and some said, I can't do this. Let me see if I can find my boys and pick up where we left off. And that's, I'm going to let Kevin or Yaya take it from there.
Well, Ivan was searching for me throughout the internet. He couldn't find me. I think he said, I'm going to try one more time, and lo and behold, he found me. He said he wasn't sure. He wasn't sure that it was me because I was fat. So, so
It was a shock when I saw you. I'm like, huh?
right.
Are you
right.
Kevin?
I was double the size that I was when we first started in Jam 101. But yeah,
Kevin was like as big as this.
in high school, I was 135
He really
pounds.
was.
Right. But when he saw me, I was 240. So, but he found me, and we ended up in a group called Sudden Impact, and we were looking for one more person. So of course, I reached back to my Jam 101 days and found my brother Yaya, and he jumped on board, and the magic never stopped from there.
Yeah.
Wow. So let's fast forward. So you have this chart-topping tune, "You Were Made for Lovin'," and and it's very successful over in the UK. How did that come about?
Ivan came to me with this tune that he wrote back when he was still with Strength and Power. So them lyrics was been around for a minute. Anyway, he gave it to me, and I took it and I kind of put some neo soul kind of flavor to it, and then we passed it on to Greg, the guitar player,
Greg Amaker.
Greg
Greg
Gavin
Gavin.
from the
Shout out to
Ambience.
Greg.
Greg Gavin.
Sent it to him, and I had him. We went and recorded over his studio, and he produced it up real good, and voila.
Isn't that something? And that kind of speaks to, I think we talked about this a while ago. I met Smokey Robinson several years ago and asked him, I'm sure the question that most people ask, what is the secret to writing these songs that just withstand the test of time? And for Ivan to have written this so many years ago, and it has the longevity and the power that it has now, because again, it's doing very well, speaks a lot to the song. So kudos to you, Ivan, on creating the lyrics, and good job on the music.
Well, if you listen to the first song on the CD, that's pretty much the song that it was, close to the way it was laid. That's pretty much the song that was. I just duplicated it off of memory. But the first song on the CD is the song that Yaya took, sliced up, diced up, did his thing with, and it made You Were Made, Loving You. So You Were Made for Loving. Loving You was a derivative of You Were Made for Loving, was loving you. Did I say it right?
Yes.
Duh.
Yes, you did.
I confused the whole radio program.
Yes, you could. Yeah, but yeah. So it was really cool because when he sent it to me, I started kind of going down one road. And I was like, man, let me just kind of rethink this song. And so I started doing something different with it. And I called him on the phone a couple times. I emailed him what I was working on. And when I kind of came up with the foundation of the song, that sort of neo soul flavor, he was like, yes, let's go with that. That's good. And it's kind of Ivan-esque voice. And so we just kept pushing it through until we got it done.
So are you guys working on more songs now?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, we have some that are actually ready to record, but we are definitely looking to create a funky fast track. So that's the next project. Since we are a funk group, we want to give y'all something funky this
So
time.
your whole thing with recording now, you're going to be releasing singles for right now. Not
Probably so.
Putting together a full record.
Right.
When do you anticipate your full record?
I'm right, I'm giving it to Yaya.
What?
Okay. Say that again.
Everything I'm right, I'm gonna get to Yaya, because I mean, it's number 8 on the charts over there in UK. I'll write it and I give it to Yaya.
Look,
Okay.
he said, if it ain't broke,
All right. There it is.
That's right.
There it is. So tell me about your I'll say Yaya. Tell me about the live performance. Like now, I mean, you guys dance and put together a whole show, which I love because there are really not many groups in this area that I can think of, really any, that actually put together a show of dancing and singing and the whole set. I love the set, the way y'all put the set together.
Thanks, bro.
Who's the one that creates the dance steps or has ideas of putting dance steps together throughout the whole show? Is that you?
So mostly the dance.
I don't dance.
We don't dance. We just pull up our pants. So like mostly the dance steps. Mostly I do. It's really a trend that we had way back when we was with Jam 101. A long time ago when Kevin was this big, and we could jump around and spin and flip and all that kind of stuff. But we ain't doing all that no more. So so we just try to come up with stuff. What I do is I kind of start with Ivan, and whatever Ivan can do, we just take that and expand on it. But
Okay.
the one thing that everybody says about Ivan is that Ivan, and since you said how old he was, I'm gonna say being the older member of the three of us, Ivan got a lot of energy. He got a lot of energy. That dude moves a lot. He ain't always on beat, but
he's moving.
But he
he's moving.
move a lot.
Yeah.
So we just capitalize on our energy mostly, and then whenever we can get something that we can all do together, then we just work it on out.
It works out. People love it.
does.
That's where the energy. That's really
Now,
what it is.
add to that now. Let me add to that. When they get a certain thing that they can do, and it looks good and feels good, and I can't do it, I just do something else.
All right.
And
you
the
know-
crowd seems to like that too.
Right, and
When,
it's-
when he does whatever he wants to do, they
Yeah.
love it. So
Yeah. It's all good. It's
It
all
is
good.
good. It is a great show, and that's a good segue into the next question in terms of the formula that you're using with kind of like hiring a regular band, Ambience, to work with you guys when you do your shows. How did that idea come about? Because I think it's a fabulous idea, especially since as we mentioned earlier in the show, it's hard to find a group of committed musicians or a band that's willing to put in the work and rehearse and be a tight unit. But with using ambience, who they've worked together, I'm sure, for a very long time, they're already tight. So now you just have to come in and make sure your vocals are right.
Absolutely.
So how did that idea come about?
We had a full band called Strength and Power, and it didn't. And our keyboard player's name was Owen Adams. It is Owen Adams.
Shout out to Owen. Owen will be on the show next week.
Absolutely, the keyboard killer. That's what I named him. But he was part of that band, and when that band fell apart, he said, "Look, I got a hot band. Why don't we come work on this side?" So he brought us to ambience, and it was just magic, instant magic. The funk that we were looking for, they had it. Everything.
There was some skepticism.
Would you say, Ivan?
I said there was some skepticism at first.
Skepticism. And what was that?
Well, it was almost like they were like a jazz fusion type band, and we were hardcore funk R&B.
Right.
So it was like, okay, well, we do us and they do them. Okay, well, over time, it seemed like Strength and Power was working, gigging, and it called for us to do Strength and Power shows more than ambient shows. So that what brought us together as a unit to the day.
Yeah, that's how it usually works.
Yeah, but I think I really like that. I might have to borrow that myself because,
I mean, it was great. I mean, it was touch and go.
Yeah.
But we want to do this, they want to do that, But we work it out now. We're 4 years in, I think, and we're loving all of us are like brothers now. We done formed that relationship that me, Yaya, and Kevin had. Now that extended to four other guys.
Awesome. Oh, don't forget to add me too.
Absolutely.
What can I say?
Absolutely.
You're our most used percussionist in the city, so you're part of the group, really.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, but I kind of liking, like people ask, I kind of liking what we do to, Parliament Funkadelics.
Yes.
Parliament was, I think, the singing group. The Funkadelics was the band, or vice versa, I think, the band. And so that's kind of how we mesh. I think the only thing that we don't have that Parliament Funkadelics have was all the drugs and stuff.
Oh.
So we just got to deal with all the egos without having that extra added incentive to just be all lovey-dovey. So
nobody running out with a diaper?
No diaper.
Not yet. Give us a couple more years.
So I give those guys props though, man.
Please don't do that. Wow.
But I mean, to put Strength and Power in one box, I would say that we pretty much want to do the things that the other groups don't do. I don't want to play the same songs that the majority of the other groups play. So if you're going to play Brick House, I'm going to play something totally opposite.
Right.
If you want to play Rick James, you better be good because Kevin can do it better than anybody I've seen with Rick James. So if you want to do Rick James, come on with it.
Right.
I try to pick songs where we can do, not that we have to convert or transpose. We can do it and try to sound like the artist.
Right. So tell us, what are the future plans for Strength and Power?
Definitely more originals coming your way for sure.
Yeah, we just overall we kind of doing a revamp a bit. We've been for the last 4 years or so we've been doing cover tunes. Now we're ready to really stretch out and start developing our own identity and really kind of putting ourselves out there to see where we really at. Because to do cover tunes is if you're doing a song that people like, you're going to get a positive response. Even if you don't do it that good, you're going to get a positive response. So when we go out there and we throw all our energy behind a song that's already familiar with folks, we already know what's going to happen. But now we're looking at trying to see what we can do creatively within the group so we can really see where we stand at.
Well, I can say one thing is keep putting music out. Keep putting out music. Keep putting out your own, and that's how also you're creating your own identity, because people identify you with your own music. But continue to, man, y'all, I'm so proud to see you guys doing your thing and the response that you get. And people just, you can tell what you're doing is good by the audience.
Right.
People
Absolutely.
ain't just supporting you because they're your friend. They supporting you because they love you. They love your sound. They love what you're doing. And your audience is growing. Also, I just want to say, you keep putting music out, you grow your audience. You keep growing and then you got fans overseas.
Yes, that's what
I know you get hit up every once in a while on Facebook and stuff with people that you like. Oh my God, where this come from?
Right. Shout out to all the DJs in the UK spinning, loving you. So appreciate that. Thank you very much.
How did that make you feel, man? I mean, just being able to get over there and get the love that you got, and you're still getting love. You went up to number 10, I believe, right?
No, we went to 8.
Went to 8.
And
He's like, get it right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
We went to 8 and then we dropped down to 19, but we're still there. We're
Absolutely.
Still on the chart.
That's right.
I think we need to just see a quick sample of what was the song?
I think the video you might be playing is a live version of Eye of Your Storm.
Can we see a little bit of Eye of Your Storm?
Girl, I'm falling from your kiss. As I look outside my window, the sky is cloudy and gray. So why don't you give up on love? You take my breath away. Yeah, because I'm dreaming about you, baby. Hold inside you. But I gotta in the eye goes on. The eye goes on. The eye, I don't wanna cry because I'm dreaming about you.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, so we just want to give you guys, the viewing audience, a taste. Next time, Ivan will be here and we'll be able to see a live performance, right?
Absolutely.
That's right.
Can't wait to have you back. So tell the viewing audience how they can stay connected to your group.
You can hit me up on Facebook, Kevin Satterfield. We do have a Strength and Power page on Facebook as well. Instagram, Strength and Power.
Shout out to all our Douglas peeps.
All right.
All right.
Well, I want to give a big shout out to one of my favorite people in this music business that's done a lot for us.
You're welcome.
Some of my most memorable moments up to date is Kevin Kojo Prince.
Oh man.
And I thought you was talking about me.
Unbelievable what this guy's done for us, and I'm so proud to be associated with him, and
Absolutely.
he's just blessed us.
Yes.
Thank you, Kevin.
Oh man, thank
you, Kevin.
You're welcome, man. Look, I want to support. It's all about supporting each other and supporting the indie artists. So we got a movement going. We're gonna make this thing. We're gonna keep it going.
That's right. And speaking of support, Kevin.
Right.
All right. Well, you got the video. You got the picture. Well, we got a show coming up. We got a big show, guys. It is the Legends of R&B, the Ladies Edition with Karen Lynette, Tyra Levon, and Anissa Twinkie Hargrove. It is June 27th, 2019 at the Blue Dolphin. Kevin had something to do with that. He helped me get that Blue Dolphin.
all
He got that
right.
Blue Dolphin
Always
hookup.
supporting.
So yeah, we're gonna do this thing. It's gonna be a great show with those ladies.
Yes.
And we're gonna have them on the show, all three of them.
Nice.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
I saw the three of those ladies at Bethesda, not Bethesda,
No,
Music
at
Jazz.
yeah,
Carlisle.
Carlisle, yeah.
Hot,
Yeah.
super
Yeah, it's a
hot.
great show.
Definitely one
Great
to
show.
make it out.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Strength and Power. We appreciate
Thank you for
coming
having us,
out.
Wendy.
Yes.
Thanks, Kevin. We appreciate y'all.
And again, you are invited to come back anytime. And again, I'm looking forward to hearing the live performance.
Gotcha.
All right. So
Hi,
you
Mom.
guys make sure you stay. Did you say hi,
Yes.
Mom?
And support Strength and Power.
My brother Tom.
Any shows coming up, anything like that, support their music, download, you can stream.
My fans.
Guys, we supporting each other, so make sure you download them. Strength
Yes.
and Power.
May 3rd, back at the Blue Dolphin. We got a little surprise for y'all. Make sure you come. We're going to
May
bring
3rd.
that heat.
Uh-oh.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Want to say, thanks to WLVS, Listen Vision Live. Thank you, DZ, our broadcast engineer to the stars. Thank you, Kevin Williams. Woo! Again, bring
Kevin.
friends next week. Same time, same place.
Did we take our engineer?
Yes.
Okay,
we
I'm
did.
sorry. Okay.
Thank you for watching.
All right. Yeah.
Take
awesome.
us out, Uncle.
Oh, yeah. My life is a gift from you, blessed from heaven, that's for sure. So every day I live, give thanks to you. Oh, I haven't been perfect, and that's okay. And you still show love my way, yeah. Please don't leave me, stay, 'cause I know the sun doesn't shine, the rain doesn't fall, and there wouldn't be a twinkle, twinkle little star. And just like we have winter, spring, and summer, fall, I can always count on you, because you never let me down. You've always been around for me, and my trust for you will never leave. It will never leave, because you know my destiny. So I believe. Oh, oh, oh. Every day my faith gets stronger, and knowing you're there, I hang on a little longer. Sometimes life gets a little hard, hey. Your times are tough, so hard to bear. I get weak sometimes, I feel you really don't care. But when I open my eyes and look out the window and see that the sun doesn't shine and the rain doesn't fall, and there wouldn't be a twinkle, twinkle little star, yeah. And just like we have a winter, spring, and summer, fall, I can always